Hello friends, it's Astro here and welcome back to RimWorld. First of all, let me just say I'm sorry that there's been a bit of a gap. I have been rather unwell recently, and as a result, I really haven't felt up to doing anything at all. Basically, I've just been enjoying being sick, which is not the greatest, but you know, shit, these things happen, huh? Anyway. Hopefully I can get back into the swing of it and get back to a regularly scheduled program. But you know, these things do happen from time to time. So it looks like we've completed a good amount of these bedrolls, which I'd love to get back into storage so that we can use those when we do want to go on a raid. I can hear some construction underway, which is somewhere? Question mark? Who's building what? Is that you, Hum Sneaky? No, I don't know. Someone's building something. It's fine. It's fine. So, power-wise at the moment, all of our batteries are nice and full. Boba's having a little nap, which is great. We've got all of these lovely statues all over the place, and man, things are just ticking along. How's Boyle doing? Boyle, you are at 1.1 resistance. Oh my word. Okay, so do we have a spare bed for Boyle when Boyle decides to join us momentarily? No. So, that's okay, because check it. I did install the blueprints mod for just this purpose. So I'm going to clone these two bedrooms and I'm going to call them bedrooms. Okay, bang. And then if I do a little do, and we just slot them in like here, that seems logical. And we can put some paths in as well, and it doesn't block this, and everything should be tickety. Actually, paths are going to be difficult because of the apiary. But anyway, it'll at least, you know, do a thing, and then we can do a little bit of like something like that to get that in there. It has ignored the statues that were in there, which is fine. I might even, you know what, let's do a little something like that, and then let's do a little something like this, and then copy this, and then do that, and that. Just a little bit more space, you know? And this wooden dresser, let's move that over by 1 and then cancel. And that will give them just a little bit more space, a little bit more, you know, niceties. It'll be nicer. What's this? Slate slabs. Let's get some more flooring of the slab variety, and we'll make them out of slate because we've got a reasonable amount of slate, and we'll just have a run of that running across like this. That'll be fine. Our plants are dying because it's too cold, because it's minus 10 degrees, so you know, it's bound to happen. How are our needs looking at the moment? Let's have a look. Recreation starved. Jeff, my friend, why are you recreation starved? I tell you what, let's have a look at Jeff's thing, because Jeff is set to worky works. But then once it hits 6 a.m., okay, so it's 3 a.m. at the moment. Let's follow Jeff. 3 a.m., yes. Still a great opinion of Levy. Fantastic. This is a problem. Hauling wood to end table. Okay, that's fine. It's almost 6 a.m. though. So what I'm hoping is that we're going to hit 6 a.m. and Jeff is going to then go, you know what? It's time for shooting a few arrows. Okay, so that'll be some shooting recreation, which is great. That's building up quite nicely. I would like to see you maybe go and watch some TV as well, Jeff. Just to add a little bit of additional... Oh, no, okay. I'll just go back to work then as well. That's totally fine. Okay, so I guess we'll just let Jeff carry on and do what Jeff needs to do. These slabs look awful because of the fact that they are only 1 row thick. So let's expand that a little bit and then extend it into the doorways. Nope, I guess not. And then maybe we'll extend it all the way through like this. It's sometimes... There's Boyle. Okay, great. Boyle has accepted and is going to join the community. Boyle, I would like you to show me what magic skills... Oh, hello, sailor. Okay, fire bolt. A bolt of superheated magma. This is Fire Claw. Create streaming tendrils of fire that rake across your enemies. That sounds fucking spectacular. Fireball throws a massive ball of a massive slow-moving fireball, wreaks havoc and creates a fiery explosion at the target area. Very nice. Okay, so... And then Inner Fire... Aura of warmth around the castle that periodically reinforces the spirit of an ally. Wow, okay. So let's just go with like, let's learn that, which will cost us 2. And then let's go 1, and I guess 2, and then 3. That should be fine. We'll start putting some into clarity and focus as well. And I guess, hang on, let's see. Is there any way that, Boyle, where did you go? Okay, there you are. Inner fire. I suppose we could toggle that on. No? Let's see. Bio needs. Oh, here it goes. Okay. So restless times 0. We are still, wow, that's a good amount of mana. Holy dooly, it's off the scale. 93 out of 64? That doesn't make a huge amount of sense. Did you just drink a mana potion? Is that what's going on there? In fact, do you know what we should do? We should, no, is it, where was it? Was it at the crafting table? It was not. Was it at the, it was at the cooking station. Let's make, we can't make Epicurean Delight. Let's make some mana potion times 4, do until X, and then let's copy everything and clear everything and link everything so that we always have some mana potions in stock. And we might also just make it so that our, oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Okay. It's fine, though. It's fine. It might be nice to have our mana-using people set up so that they can always be equipped with a mana potion. Just so that they, you know, they always have the tippity-top amount of goodies available in combat. So they can just, like, amp it up and be done. Boyle is sleeping and does have a bed. Oh. Well, we didn't need to build new beds. Okay, guess I didn't look closely enough at that. But anyway, Boyle, aside from being a badass, animals, social, fantastic. Okay, so let's have a look at what you're set to do. We'll give you top rating on all of these bits and bobs, and then let's see. Yes? Oh, definitely yes. How is your handle and train compared to others? Not as good, but you know what? The more the merrier, because if we're starting to have ourselves a little, you know, 3. That's not useful. I tell you what, you can do some butchering for me. How's that? Because there's always butchering to do. Well, there's not, but hopefully there should always be butchering to do. There's some hunting to be done. There's some harvesting that you can do. That's fine. Train to fight, be it martial arts or shooting, and then basic crap, and then managing because of social. So that's fine. We can let you do the managing, and then fishing is fine as well. So not exactly a super useful person, but maybe taking a little bit of stuff away from other people might be nice. Have you equipped yourself a weapon? You used to have a pump shotgun, but I think that I'm better off equipping you with maybe, I don't know, a fire mage with an ice wand? A Song of Ice and Fire? I mean, it could be useful. I mean, there's an excellent one here, which is what I'm actually looking at. But I think maybe a fire mage with a fire wand might just be kind of on brand. So yeah, let's let Boyle finish up their sleep, and we can go ahead and equip them up with everything that they need. Now, at the moment, flak vest, cloth parka, cloth toque. I would like to see a helmet produced for Boyle. That would be nice. And then, who knows? What is this? An elephant tusk. How does that look when it comes to melee weapons? So let's look at actual damage. It is pretty shit. Let's look at... okay, so plants are dying. That's okay. Inspired creativity is finished. We've got a masterwork there as well. DPS, not great. Damage, not great. Armor penetration, pathetic. Okay, well, it's a real shame. Let's just ignore that. A masterwork wooden double bed. Fan-friggin-tastic. That's what we like to see. Man, it's always good to see that sort of thing happening. Okay, so what do we want to focus on today? Hum, Sneaky, and Boba having a little snuggle there. Very nice. Bertha's having a snooze. Archer and Mad Hatter are getting some good work done, which I'm glad to see. I might just replace the armchair that was there with just a... I guess just a dining chair? I mean, the skills that we have, and maybe we'll replace this one with a dining chair as well. because these, I mean, let's actually, hang on. Let's see, needs, comfort, sitting steady. Comfort, decreasing. So let's replace this armchair with just a regular dining chair. Maybe get a little bit of, what is this made from? Plain leather. You know what? Let's just cancel that, because this chair seems to work okay. It's the other one that didn't work, and I'm not sure exactly why. There must have just been a little bit of a wonk there that was causing it to misbehave. Boyle, you may equip yourself with a good fire wand and a secondary weapon. We don't really have anything at the moment. There's a wand of ice there that I'll just cancel out, because we've got plenty of wands of ice. We don't need any more. What is this? A flak vest. There is also one there ready to go, so I'm not sure why we're building another one. And in fact, we're already over budget anyway, so let's cancel that out. Flak helmet, we do need one more. And I think we should really start panicking, because I feel like we're starting to push towards winter again. Even though it's not snowing at the moment, I feel like we should start panicking about getting some more parkas online. Now, at the moment, we've only got, by the looks of it, 2 sheep that are capable of producing wool. We have a metric shit ton of chickens, which is wonderful to see. And how much food do we have in the pen? 244 kibble, and we currently have 1,100 and, oh yeah, okay, we've got 5,000 hay grass, and then a bunch of insect meat to keep making kibble with, which is great, and Boyle can help out with that. I think the next thing that I'd like to consider is whether or not we'd like to get some additional animals in to do some wool production for us. And I think muffalo are probably the most logical for that. So let's see what we can do about bringing those on board. Now, I know what you're thinking, Astro, what are you going to do to feed these guys long term? And don't worry, I'm not. I mean, no, I am thinking about it. It's okay. My cunning plan is, now that we've got this puppy up and running, is we can have a third one of these growing zones, right? And I'm not sure exactly where it's going to go. It might have to replace this apiary here, which is currently really not doing us any favors, to be brutally honest. But it could go here, although this rocky stone here, rough granite and stony soil. I mean, the stony soil we can till, that's fine. But this stone is a little bit of a problem. So we'll find a place for it, don't worry. Or we can, recafooble this zone and maybe move these, move some of the batteries about. There are many things that we can try, but the logic here is we'll get another growing zone and we'll just use that for hay grass for our muffalo. And muffalo are generally fairly hardy when it comes to the winter time, right? So it might come down to the fact that we can sell off all of our horses, maybe the sheep, once we've got, because really, at the moment, these sheep are really only providing us with just the wool, right? So if we get the muffalo, hang on, let's have a little look here. Growth rate, wool. I want to see, do you have a wool growth rate? Wool type sheep wool amount 45, and it takes 10 days. Okay, Mr. Muffalos, what's your spec? So you're going to produce 302 meat, lovely. 120 muffalo wool, that's good. But it takes 15 days, so slightly longer. I think the other one was it 10? It was 10, wasn't it? Hang on, I'm so ashamed that my memory is so short that I need to come back. 10 days, okay, 10 and 40, okay, yeah, right. 10 and 45 versus 100 and something and 15. Yeah, there's a bit of a difference there. I guess the other difference to really keep in mind here is, carrying capacity, fantastic. Growth, that doesn't really know. Blue fur is the leather type. What about, I want to see, right, hunger rate 0.86, and they can eat vegetables, including hay grass. The sheeps, hunger rate, 0.36. Okay, so, as expected, muffalo eat more, but muffalo produce more. Therefore, get muffalo. Who dis? Tender. Quokandaboko. How did you die? Oh. Okay. Well, let's Let's strip that person. We may as well get their weapons as well. In fact, why don't we just do a little bit of a home and grab anything that's available on the map? There might be some animals out there we can go and rustle up. Have we got anything in here? We do. We've got a little tiny bit of the words, they are hard. Compacted machinery. One of the piggies did get murdered, but that's okay. We can grab him and bring him on board and slice and dice for a tasty little meal. There are plenty of wild boars on the map at the moment. How are we looking for meat? Bingo. We are bingo on meat. So we're going to go and tame the muffalos. Let's go ahead and hunt all the wild boars, and then I'm going to preempt something here, because I don't want the situation where we go ahead and take all of these animals off the map and start looking after them, and then all of a sudden we've got a warg and a cougar that are going to cause me grief. I don't want that. You don't want that. Let's be mindful and logical about these things. I can hear some boom booms. They are occurring. It might also be a thunderstorm, which in fact it probably is. So, where's this warg? Right down here. Where's the cougar? The cougar was up here. Yes. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for Archer to finish resting, which Archer is doing right about now, and is up to 8, 9, 100%, wakey, hands off snaky, consume a fine meal. And Archer is taming a muffalo. Now, what I'm also going to do is, whilst Archer is here, Archer, if you would be so kind, it's just to slide up here a little bit, and if you could just shoot this cougar in the face. That's nice. That's very nice. Very good. Okay, now go about your business, and there we have it. So we can take care of that cougar, get that cougar hauled in, slice and dice, eat that up, it'll be great. And then down in this neck of the woods, Bobes, you're doing some hunting. Now, I'm actually going to recruit you and bring you down here, and we're going to keep an eye on where this warg is, and keep a little bit of difference, same difference, between you and Mr. Warg. And we're going to do the same thing here, where I could do drafted hunts, but it's better if I just straight up shoot it in the face. So there we go, and if you could then finish him off, and wow. It's great. It's going to be good. So there's a warg that we can murder and eat. We could probably get these 2 ibex as well. I mean, why not? Like, while they're on the map, we may as well hunt them. That's all I'm going to say. Boyle's helping. We've got a mad turkey, which has... I mean, what's it going to do? Gobble us? I mean, it's fine. You do what you do. Boyle. Oh. The perfect time to show me what you got. Now, I'm going to toggle on Firebolt. Should I just do a little cheeky Fireball as well? I think this could be hilarious. Wait, that's not the right one, is it? Yes, it is. Zoom. Oh my god. Okay. So that was that Fire Claw. And then there's this. Maybe a Fire Bolt as well. Okay. And it sets it on fire as well, which is absolutely spectacular. Inner Fire is currently active. Oh, back off. Here we go. So one thing I'm noting here is that... First of all, I have started a fire, which is not the greatest. Holy shit. Those lightning wands, I think, are pretty underrated. They seem to... They seem to do jolly well in just straight up murdering things. So it's something that I think we should keep our eyes peeled on. Beth, do you want to just pop over here? And Jeff and Turtle and Boyle... Could you guys just pop in just before this gets out of hand? I know it's not near the base, but it can very quickly become near the base. And I'd prefer to not have to worry about just massive fires. You know, it's just fine. So yeah, if you recruit people up and stand them next to a fire, they will automatically put the fire out, and then you can let them go about their business and everything's fine. I've also just noticed that we only have 1 wood in our stockpile, so let's go ahead and click on the chop wood button again, and we'll do that, and this little grove here, and this little grove here, and this little grove here. It's a lot of wood to harvest up, but you know what? I think it's a good amount for us to get into the base. This hay grass is nowhere near grown and is, as a result, probably not going to be ready by the time it's time to get ourselves packed down for winter, but that's okay. And where was the drill? Did we have a drill? I'm sure we built a drill at some point, or maybe that was the other playthrough that I was tinkering with. And I'll be honest, I did actually do a run through of this where the other day, you know, when I finished an episode, I then just kept it running. You may have seen when I got into here and I said load game, there's one called MV Alternate Timeline. Okay, well, last month. But yeah, I just kept playing to see what would happen. And of course, you know, it's not a spoiler on my part because of the fact that, well, Randy is random. Like, shit happens in completely random ways. So everything happened completely randomly, but it was very nice to see just what could happen and how people could go. But that's neither here nor there. Now, did you get any points for that? You did. Now, let's see. Clarity, mana rate recovery, and focus, additional 2.5% decrease on all mana costs. So let's start stacking these two, and then we can start pumping the... Well, I mean, efficiency is probably also... Oh, wow, actually. So this decreases all by 2.5, whereas if you actually focus in, it's 10%. But it's going to take, like, 9 points to make them all... or 8% here. Versatility expands the radius. That's pretty sick. And this one, increased terror potency. Terror lowers the enemy ability to fight effectively and may cause them to flee in panic. Holy dooly, that is... Ooh, man. Oh, God. I wish there was a way that we could, like... do some additional training on people, like magic training, to get them more awesome, like to get their skills cranked up. Like, I think like Archer might get some might points from sparring and stuff, and maybe maybe Zitwig as well. Okay, 1 point available here. So we've maxed out all of these ones. Let's go ahead and let's do efficiency on the whirlwind, or cleave. I think cleave. Yeah. So if we start mashing heaps of points into cleave and then whirlwind, the logic here is that we can have Zitwig. I mean, imagine here, right? Where we put a door here, right? And you get people coming in. If they start to mash through and they start to work their way down, then Zitwig can just pop out behind them, whirlwind into them, and then just start cleaving through them like butter. Oh, that's going to be delightful. All right, how are we looking up here? We have tamed a Muffalo, and it is now named Muffalo 1. Well done, Archer. I'm proud of you. If you could bring that Muffalo back for us. And... Here's a question, cats and kittens. This little warren that we've got going on here, it does seem to be relatively useful. I could line this with steel traps of some description and have some enemies sort of roll through and get murderedly erded by it. I'm thinking, let's go with security. Now, the only problem is I don't want my people to use... What's that? Oh, uranium. Well, let's have that. Let's have that. I don't want my people to pass through there, though. So is there any way that I can avoid my people from passing through there, but still allow enemies to pass through there? That's the question. And, I mean, do I really need traps when I've got the huge firing range here? I mean, essentially that's what this is, right? It's just an area where enemies can be slaughtered en masse. You know, for giggles. Here comes another Muffalo. Is there anyone else who's set to animals? Let me just double check here. So, Archer, yes. Mad Hatter has got skills of 9, which is pretty sick. But I do want Archer... I want at least one of them to be able to slide into researching when we've got handling and stuff going on. I've also got Levy with a skill of 7. and nothing above that, and Boyle with a skill of 6. So quite frankly, I should be able to see a good amount of people out there. So Levy and Boyle, what are you guys doing? Taming, great. Levy, sleeping. Well, I mean, you know, that's totally fine as well. Okay, well, I'm pretty happy. Actually, you're not sleeping right now. You're 11. Wow. Okay, good. Good. I mean, this is good. Mate, seriously, when you're looking at this sort of thing, it seems innocuous. It really does. But quite frankly, that plus 10 is really handy. Really supremely handy. In the long term, having people partnered up and able to get it on and able to just, you know, get a little bit of the bowl chicka wow wow going will really benefit us in the long term. Okay, and the chickens, I mean, they don't get any... Uh-oh. That's a problem. That means that we need more egg boxes, and like sometimes sometimes eggs are a little bit dumb. Of course, eggs are dumb, but sometimes chickens are a little bit dumb in that they don't really. They sometimes, like, because they're able to roam about, they sometimes, you know what? Fuck this. It's battery time. Okay, now don't judge me, but I'm making a chicken battery. And where am I going to do it? I could do it in here, but that seems awfully disrespectful to our dead, unless I just carve out a little section like this. The problem with the chickens is that... Hang on, let me just roll the time here. The problem with the chickens is that I can't really force them to lay their eggs in the baskets here. Like, this is unfertilized eggs, which is pointless. These eggs that are out here are now frozen and won't be used, which is pointless. And they're basically ruined because they were laid out in the open because chickens are dumb. Eggs are dumb. I said it again. So I need to find a way to make a chicken enclosure. You know what? Here's what we're going to do. Let's build a copy of... Actually, we'll build the bridges first. Let's see. Structure. Bridge made from... No? Okie dokie then. So let's build a bridge and get over it. And then let's build ourselves a wall that goes like this out to like just there. And then up to there. And then we'll cut it in a little bit as well. All right, so we're going to have the buffalo enclosure. And then we're going to have the chicken enclosure. And the chicken enclosure is going to have a fence gate. A fence gate? A fence gate? No, let's just do a fucking door. Screw them. Screw chickens. Dumb chickens. I mean, I feel bad about this, but that's totally fine. We'll put a little bridge there just to make it easy to get into and out of. We might even put a little path going down, which can just be like wooden boards, or just some kind of, you know, like a boardwalk. We were having some fun under the boardwalk. And we can just have that like go out to here and then up and then two and then two, and then it joins on to the slate tiles there. That's totally fine. So what we're going to do is then plop in a production. No, it's in misc. It's in there, pen marker. So we're going to put this pen marker in here once it's enclosed. Actually, it's able to be enclosed right now. And we're also going to mine, chop stone. Yes, let's chop that stone, everyone. We're going to mine this stone out. And what we're going to do is we're going to try and tune it so that the chickens have their own hutch, which is this enclosure here. The buffalo are free to roam about. And this is just so that we can try and control where the eggs are. Because the last thing I want to see is eggs being laid out here and then wasted. Now, if I then select these 8 eggs and say, all right, well, the cooking table, you can use fertilized eggs, then that conflicts with what we want to do elsewise because, long story, it's going to cause breakages. So, the chickens, I'm going to go like, let's see, zone, stockpile, right here. This one is going to be pause. Let's select this stockpile and copy, and this stockpile and paste. And then this stockpile, clear, and we're going to change that to hay. Right? So the sheep, horses, and muffalo, you guys get to eat hay. In this section here, this is where we're going to reinstall all of our egg boxes, and they can go all along this front wall here. And then we're going to, okay, slow down the game. Sometimes when the game is running too fast, it does freak out and then not work correctly. And we put all of those down. Let's get some floors made from straw matting. And that can go in like this. There is going to be some wood there because of the bridge, which is going to cause filth, which people are going to worry about and try and clean. But you know what? It's totally fine. And it will need a heater as well. So let's pop in a heater. Will it? Yeah, it will. It will. And I'll even put in, just to be on the safe side, I'll put in a vent between the two rooms so that the chickens and horses can just have a talk to each other. Maybe if we get some pigs, then they can like organize a revolt against the rest of the people, and they can all be like, you know, 4 legs good, 2 legs bad, except for those that fly. Okay, or is it except for those who have feathers? I can't remember. It's been too long since I read that book. If you know what that book was, comment below and you'll win a prize. There aren't any prizes, actually, so don't expect there to be a prize, but, you know, some respect, I guess. You can get some respect. Anyway, what am I talking about? It's totally fine. This fishing zone can go because it's pointless, because it's like a bridge, so that's fine. We do still have a bunch of fishing zones down here that we can get into if we need to, and Bertha is hungry. And that's totally fine, Bertha. You do you. You get some food underway. All right, here comes the straw matting, which is great. Let's actually crank this up. Oh, Boyle. New skill. Let's see. Magique. Fire claw efficiency. 10% is spectacular. You know what? Let's focus on one at a time. And we'll go like everything up to level 1 across the board. We'll just step. Oh, focus would have been good too. That's all right. Next level. Actually, I haven't seen if there's been any notifications for anyone else. So, Zetas, none there. And then, Beth, you've got 1 point available. Let's put that into... ability power +1, mastermind, agility cost -1%, endurance, ability cooldown. What do we got here? Balance and survival. Bit of coordination maybe. That's fun. Alright, so we're also going to need in here a whole whack ton of spots for our chickens to be asleep in, and then space already occupied. That's fine. Should we just have them around the outside for the time being? That'll be fine. So we'll just go around the outside, around the outside, around the outside. And then we can maybe have like a couple of rows. Yeah, let's have a couple of rows in the center here. Just like to keep it nice and neat and tidy. Like there's corridors for people to, or for chickens to walk through, and for our people to walk through as well. Okay, good. Now, this is not yet sealed. All right? So we've got 2 pens now, or 2 pen markers, that cover the same environment, because we haven't yet built this wall, because apparently we don't have any wood, even though we have plenty of wood. So we're just gonna have to wait for those wood walls to be done, which I guess it's just they're waiting on the rest of the mining to be done. Oh no, here we go. It's all happening. It's all happening. Okay, so this is now sealed. The roof is now on. This needs power, which we can easily bring in by doing this and then this. And you know what? Let's put some lights in there as well. Biofuel refining has been completed, which is the next thing that we need on our path to, pod launches? Yeah, pod launches. So let's get a couple of lights in here. Let's get a light in here. It's not really needed, but you know what? If one of these animals falls ill, then it will absolutely help out. Did I? Oh, okay, good. Animals. Clear all. Chicken. And that's cool. And then out here, animals, no chicken. Very nice. So all of those chickens are going to get roped into here. That egg box is going to get relocated as well. And then this, it's only set to hay, but evidently no one's... Okay, it's just a problem with the hauling. Fucking defoliator ships. Randy, I mean, I appreciate it, because they're not too much of a scary thing. The meeting... Cobra Slayer. Abion Cobra Slayer, Ig Hulfasten. Oh, I think I got that right. Ighulfastsson, Jarl of Hennika's clan, has sent us a message. She wants to talk with us in a nearby location. It would be a great opportunity to improve relations with their faction and receive gifts. But be aware, a poor negotiator can cause more harm than good. Well, we saw what happened last time we tried this, and it's all the way the frack up there. Like, hang on. Hennika's clan are here. Why the fuck are you going all the way up to an ice sheet to have peace talks? That's all I want to know. And I'd love to send Boyle, but I don't think Boyle has got a... ooh. Alright. And Jeff, do me a favor. Drop and forbid. Where are you? Right? Drop that. No flak jackets, please. Alright? I want you to get a There's a cloth parka there. That's fine. There's an awful muffalo wool... Oh, Jeff. It's awful. But it's something, my friend. It's something. Do you want to wear that for me? Right. So here's another trick that was in the comments. If you do a force wear, then Jeff's going to put this on. Bang. And then you go into here, and you say clear forced. I don't know what Parker had forced. Parker, what did you have forced? Was it the humans? It was the human skin thing, right. So now that that's been cleared, Jeff will just like continue to wear it until either it's tatty or he's told to wear something else. So he's not wearing anything forced. He's just wearing what he's wearing, which is great. I love it. Like, it's a really good tip. Thank you for that, whoever said it. I can't remember who it was. Because I read the comments, and then I don't reply to them, and then I act on them in game, and I normally say thank you, but because I've been sick. It's because I've been sick. That's why. It's you guys trust me, right? It's fine. What's wrong with the power here? Aha, right, that makes sense. And how are we looking temperature-wise in here? It is currently -7 and -3, which is far less than desirable. For the sheep and horses and shit, it's actually horses probably aren't enjoying that very much, but for the sheep, that's probably not a bad thing, and the same goes with the muffalo. But for the chickens, I am a bit worried that we might start seeing a cheeky little bit of hypothermia at -7 degrees. Like, if we look at a chicken here, comfortable temperature -10. In here, okay, it's -5. It's not bad, but it is still a concern. So hopefully we can get this completed in the not too distant... Oh shit, are we out of steel? Oh, say it ain't so. Oh crap, we are. Okay. Well, that's fine. Zetas, can you do me a favor? How are you doing at the moment? No. Bulber. Could you please get me some steel? Because we desperately need some steel to keep things going. And we really need to be smelting some steel slag. Do we have a build set up for that? We don't. We don't. So let's go ahead and say smelt from slag ×3. Zoop. And no, actually. Okay, so let's get that set up. And I think this, we've got this set to stone chunks at the moment. Let's also have some steel slag chunks. And what I'll do is I'll just look at around the base here. Babonk. 150. Bring them in, friends. Bring them in. Slot them there. And then we can just nip back out and forth. I could put... You know what? I'm going to. Let's go. Storage. Structure. No, furniture. A shelf made from sandstone. No, just make it out of wood. Let's put a little doobly-doo there. And who's up and running right now? I guess maybe Sneaks. Could you... No, you're not a thing. Oh my god. Yeah. What's your problem? Abrasive. Says exactly what's on his mind, even if... Oh, God. Okay, and then what happened? Boba compared Boyle to a pelican. Oh. Alright. Oh. Oh, dear. Oh. Oh, dear. Okay. I wonder... If I fake down, and then I say rescue... Is this a bit of a hack? Let's check this out. So Boba's going to rescue, even though it was a fake down. So Boyle's like being punched and he's bleeding. And Boba is going to rescue Boyle. And bring Boyle back to the med bay. And now, Boyle, how do you feel about Boba? Okay, no. Alright. So normally when you rescue someone, there's a little bump because of rescued me, but we didn't get that there, which is a bit of a shame. But you know, to be fair, that's me just trying to be a little bit cheeky. Boba and Bertha are getting on really nice. They're fucking 102 times 50 rapport built. Bertha and Boba, what are you two doing together that is getting you so close? Oh, well, okay. Wait, what? Who am I looking at? Boyle. Oh, okay. So Boyle and Bertha, plus 18 to 100. So, wow, that's pretty goddamn impressive. Actually, you can end faking down now. That's totally fine, but you can rest until ready. Did that then kick in the rescued me? No, that's a shame. Okay, so I can't trick the game in that way. But you know what? It was worth a fucking go, right? With any game, it's always worth being a little bit cheeky and seeing how far you can push things. Anyway, new bedrooms ready to go for when we capture new people. New chicken coop. Oh man, I'm really happy about that. And then this we can probably like recafuble a little bit. There's some hay grass in here, which is nice. And is that set to important? It is. Hold the phone. Preferred. Yeah, okay. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, and let's get that hauled in as well. And hopefully no one will look at that and go, oh, that's better than my Parker. Because no, it's not. It's not. Sneaky is hauling down some fresh hay grass for our animals. That's great. And how many Muffalo are left on the map? Oh yeah. If we can get the rest of those on board, I'm going to be very happy. Because if memory serves, do the female Muffalos also produce milk? I know the male ones don't because, well, no, I can't see on those guys. What about on the ones that we've already got? So we have a male Muffalo, which is producing wool. Fantastic. And that's the only one? Well, we'll just have to hope that Archer and crew are able to go and get those sooner rather than later. And let's have a look at this. Yep, it's down in the bottom corner again, so not really a huge problem. And there's only 5 scythers this time, so not exactly scary. Hopefully we might be able to... Oh. Hey, Deva's dad. Aw, that's cool. It's green gerbil. Great. And how are you doing social-wise? Great feelings about your son, and great feelings about, Cockroach Slayer. Oh, no, that's a different Cockroach Slayer than the one we just spoke to. Okay. And then there's also Dyer and Rose, who... Let's not revisit that. Okay, so, yeah. Devers, do you want to wake up and go and have a chat with your dad? Is he actually going to come into the base? I would hope he does. Where even is he? Okay, he's moving. Are you going to come in? Come on in. No? Oh, okay. All right. Hey, Devers, do you want to, like... No. Although... Oh. Where is Ogdum's clan? Yeah, we've got a reasonably good relationship with them. We're at 20 points. I am awfully tempted, like, with 10 points and double passion in cooking, add a little bit of medical, combine that with being an undergrounder so we could lock him indoors the same as... Well, maybe that's how Devers got his cooking skill. Like his old man taught him how to cook when he was a kid. That's cool. Were you a cave child as well? No, you were a hearth tender and a bully. Okay. It's jolly, jolly tempting. Like, this doesn't help with the cooking, and it reduces the global work speed, which is actually kind of poo. This, +4 cooking, but 150% hunger rate. I mean, it could be... No, I'm not doing it because it would cause a massive relationship strain, and I don't want to do that. Oh, shit, we need to install that too on... Was it Mad Hatter? No. Parker, no. It's Bertha. Let's just queue that up now. Install left leg prosthetic. Bam. Unless it was someone else as well. No. Aura of Warmth. Lovely Boyle. Well done. And Hum Sneaky Peg Leg and... Who's going to use this better? Is it going to be Bertha or is it going to be Hum Sneaky? Let's look at bio. Crafting, yeah. And sneaks. For the melee, it probably would actually be useful, but we're trying to be fairly ranged, especially with the sick wands that we're using. So maybe we'll just, we'll pop it onto Bertha. We'll get another one. Oh, we do. Fucking righto. Okay. Right leg. Prosthetic leg. Okay, great. Yeah, we bought 2 of those. I'd forgotten. It was a while ago. There's a normal cloth parka there. There's a paw cloth parka there. I'll just double check and make sure that the parka's set to be wool only. Yes. And I tell you what, let's also recycle apparel details. Can I... what? Oh, this is the tainted one? No. Oh, this is the hit points one. Okay, so these 2 cloth ones here. Last thing we'll do today. Right. Let's go... Fucking incapable of violence. Okay, Turtle, come here, mate. Come inside. And I'm going to get you to equip this, do this, and we're just going to beat... No? No? I can't actually melee attack? Okay, that's fine. Alright, plan C. Let's go with zone, stockpile zone, out here, not there, that's where that zone is. So let's go with stockpile zone just here. And this can be for Parker. Yeah, there's no way to filter it and say no cloth Parkers. We're just going to have to sell them the next time we have a trader. But that's fine. Anyway, friends, thank you very much for joining me today. Again, sorry again about being away a little bit, but, you know, when you crook and you can't sit at your desk for very long, it does make it a little bit hard. But I hope that this is the end of that and we can get back to work. So, friends, thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time.